everybody. Welcome to Tangle Break. My name's Brenda, and today we're going to do this tile using the tangles arukas, poke root, tipple, and crescent moon. We're going to be using the 8 basic steps of the Zentangle method. Step number 1 is gratitude and appreciation. I'm thankful for the time that we're able to take a break from our day to relax and draw. And the supplies that we're going to use are a black Micron 01 pen, a Zentangle pencil, a white charcoal pencil, Tortillons, and a 3.5-inch tan tile. So let's get started. Grab your tile and your pen, and we're going to go to around the center and draw an orb or a circle about the size of a quarter. And from this orb, we're going to draw spokes and make poke root. So I'm going to draw a line and aura it. Put a little cap on the end, a little upside down smile, and then an orb around it, which makes poke root. And for the base, we're going to do 5 of these coming out all the way around. So, and they're going to be different lengths. So this one's going to be a little bit longer. And the aura the line. Put a little cap on the end and draw my poke root. Turn my tile, and I'm going to draw another one going toward this corner. Turn my tile, and I'm going to do 2 more to fill in the space. So one here, and it might go off the tile, and that's okay. Just picture where it would go. And then one more. Okay, I'm going to go back to the center where the orb is, and I'm going to aura it going behind these spokes. Okay, now I'm going to aura the inside. Okay, next I'm going to go back to the spokes with the poke root and add on to these. I'm going to add one on either side. I'm just going to draw a line and then make a poke root come off of it. Then I'm going to go to the other side and do the same thing. And I'm going to go to each spoke and do one on either side. If you want to just put a stem all the way to the top, you could. Or you can do the poke root, whichever you want to do. And this one, I'm just going to go right off the top. And so then I'm going to turn my tile and do it to the next one. Okay, on this one, I'm going to go underneath and just have a little fun going this way. Okay, now that I've gone 3 times, one on each side of the original one, I'm going to aura again. Okay, now I'm going to go around again, one on each side. And this one, let's go underneath to have some fun this way and fill in the space. And I think I'm going to go ahead and go under this way and fill in some space over here. And I'm going to do the same thing all the way around. I'm going to add one more poke root or stem on each side. So on this one, I think I'm just going to add a stem. And on this side, I'll add a poke root. On this one, another poke root. And you can make the stems curvy or straight, whatever fits the space. I'm going to have this one go behind the other poke root. And this one's going to go all the way to the top behind the other ones. Okay, we're going to stop right there, putting in poke root. And now I'm going to go in between and do one more aura going around the center orb. Okay, now I'm going to go to the spaces right here between the poke root and draw some straight stems or straight bands coming out. So I'm going to make one band coming out of that blank area, turn it, a band coming out of here between the poke root, turn it, I'll make a band out of here, and I'm going to go back and add more bands on either side. But as a base, I'm just going to go ahead and do one all the way around so you can see where they're going to go. So one out of here, and then it'll be one more. And I might just have this at an angle just to give it some interest. Okay, now we're going to go back and add bands to those bands. So just turn your tile, and I'm going to add a line, an aura on either side. Now turn your tile, and we're going to do the same thing all the way around. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and add some more bands to that one there and the one to the left. The ones that have more space on either side. So a band on either side here, an aura. And then I'm going to make this one down here wider. So an aura on either side of this one. Okay, so now let's go ahead and put in tipple. So I'm going to fill in all the space that is between the poke roots and on the sides of these bands on the whole tile. So all that you have to do for tipple is put in these little orbs, all different sizes, whatever fits in the space. If you want to fill in the empty space between them, you can. You can either ink it in or put in really small orbs, whatever works for you. So just relax and have fun putting in the little tipple. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is go back to the poke root, and we're going to fill in the little area where it looks like the stem goes up into the orb. So all I'm going to do is bring it in like little triangles and then fill it in. So I'm bringing the ends of the little smile back to the stem and filling it in. And it just gives it a nice look that it looks like the stem is going up into the poke root. So just go ahead and do this on all of them. Okay, next we're going to put in crescent moon into the orb in the middle. So go ahead and start with drawing a little ladybug, a little crescent, and filling it in. And we're going to do this all the way around the inside of this orb. Okay, now put in an aura around each of these ladybugs. Okay, now it's time to shade. So grab your Zentangle pencil. And let's go ahead and start on either side of the spokes that we made at the beginning of the poke root. So on either side. And also on either side of the main band that we made coming out between the poke root. Okay, now I'm going to put in some shadow around the crescent moon in those little spaces between the ladybugs. Okay, next I'm going to put a dark shadow around the whole orb, separating it from the bands and the tipple. Now I'm going to make the tipple look like it's further away. So I'm going to go around and put in some shadow around the edges of where the tipple is to separate it from the poke root and the bands. And then where the poke root is going on top of other things, I'm going to make some shadow around that, all the way around. So now grab your tortillon and we're going to go ahead and spread out the pencil to make it smooth. Just go over all of it with your tortillon. So now go ahead and grab your white charcoal pencil, and we're going to put in highlights right here in the center of the orb. Now I'm going to go around and then on the spokes, and also on the spokes of the bands and on the poke root itself. Okay, next we're going to highlight the little mounds of tipple that are way underneath. We're just going to highlight the center of these little mounds all the way around, just the little center part. Now grab the Tortillon that you have for your white charcoal pencil and go ahead and smooth out the charcoal that you put on the tipple. Just smooth that out. So next, grab your Micron 01 black pen, and we're going to go back on some of these lines where the chalk, where the pencil got on it, and it just to make it crisper, just to give it a clean feel. So wherever you see that your artwork would benefit by just redefining the lines, just go ahead and take some time to do that. Okay, now it's time for step 7, initial and sign. So find a spot that you want to put your initial or your chop. And I'm going to pick right down here on one of the tipple rock orbs. Looks like little rocks. And then you can turn it on the back. And this was Tangle Break. And the tangles we did today were arukas, poke root, tipple, and crescent moon, and a lot of auras. Okay, well, I hope that you enjoyed our break today. I really love this tile. I love the 3D effect and how you can look into it. So I will see you next time on Tangle Break. Bye for now.